What's going on, everyone? How are we today? So today's the public sale for Sphere token. Now this is a project that I've done a couple of videos on in the past, like before the private sale. I've been following this project closely since the start, and I'm really quite bullish on it. That's why I've continued making these videos, and I thought I'd make another video today, seeing as though it's today the public pre-sale. So it's public pre-sale means anybody can get involved. Anybody can contribute, and it's going to be at 5 p.m. today, 5 p.m. UTC. So you'd have to work that out for whichever country you're in, whichever time zone you're in. So it's going to start at 5 p.m. and it will last for 72 hours, or until the hard cap is reached. The hard cap is going to be $1 million. So if $1 million fails in 10 minutes, it fails in 10 minutes, and I think they're going to launch straight after that. If $1 million doesn't fail, then the public sale will continue going on for 72 hours until it either fails or the 72 hours is up. And that's how it's going to work. Now, the first 33% of the tokens sold, you will get a price of 0.001 for each token. But after the 33% is filled, then the price will move up linearly until I think about 0.003. So the people who buy in the earliest basically will get the best deal for this. This is going to be a public pre-sale, so you don't have to have a whitelist or anything like that. And it's giving a couple of rules apparently. It's saying Mematic, which is kind of like the stable coin on the Matic network. You can only do 10k withdrawals per hour. Okay, I get it. So what it means is when you contribute your money to here, you can only withdraw 10k per hour if you deposit more than 10k, and you can only withdraw if the vault hasn't filled up. So if pre-sale fails, then you're not allowed to take your investment back out. So they have to give quite a bit more information on the pre-sale, so we'll go over some more details that I do have about it. So the maximum buy is going to be 25k US dollars. It's going to be big, huge maximum buy, but there will be some consequences if you do end up getting if you do end up having a bag, as large as that. So when I was talking about before about the price going up linearly from 0.001, it will go up at the end. The last person to buy in, close to $1 million, will buy in at 0.00325. So you're going to get a much better deal when you buy in earlier, basically. So I'll go back to also talking about people who buy the max contribution 25k, or to be honest, any sort of large number. Whales will be taxed more. So we know that the pre-sale today is 1 million, right? And we know that the private sale they did a couple of weeks back was, I think off the top of my head, it was 870,000. So we know that the public sale and the private sale together is going to be 1,870,000. And it says on the Discord basically that they're going to use between 50 and 75% of that to be put in the liquidity pool. Now, why is that important? Well, because what they're saying here basically is that for the whales, the people with the largest wallets, if you own an equivalent of 1% of the liquidity pool, you will be taxed an extra 5%. If you own 2% of the liquidity pool, the equivalent of 2% of the liquidity pool, you'll be taxed an extra 10% on top of the normal tax. 3% is a 15% tax, 4% is a 20% tax. So what this is basically doing is punishing whales. It's saying if you want to have large amounts of money in our project, then you're going to get taxed heavily. Yeah, so it's not even like if you sell, say for example, you owned 5% of the equivalent to 5% of the liquidity pool, but you just wanted to sell less than 1%, you would still be taxed as if you had 5% of the equivalent to the liquidity pool. So yeah, it's kind of punishing whales in a way. It's going to maybe stop people from holding really large wallets, because otherwise you're just going to get taxed crazy amounts. And it's saying at launch time, so whether it's going to launch tonight after it fills, or maybe it will take 72 hours, it doesn't fill, there will be a 13% buy tax and a 30% sell tax for the first day, which will drop down to 25% the day after, and then 20% the day after that. So, for example, if you held equivalent of 4% of the liquidity pool and you wanted to sell out on the first day, you would get taxed 50% in total. So, I've never seen this method used before, and, trying to punish whales or trying to punish people who are holding huge wallets. And so, yeah, I've never kind of seen this system used, so it'd be a first for me. It'd be interesting to see kind of how that works. And yeah, so we could do a little bit of calculation now, so we could find out what potentially 1% of the liquidity pool is going to look like, because just as I said before, they're going to raise in total, bear in mind, if they fill this 1 million public sale, and they already have 870,000 in a private sale, so we'll just work out what 50% of that is right now. So we've got 1,870,000, and then we want 50% of that, and that is 935,000. So that's probably going to be the minimum size of the liquidity pool. It's going to be 935,000. And then on the higher end, they said 3/4, so 75%. That's going to be 1,402,500. So what was it? 935,000. So say for example they did put say for example they did go on the lower end and they just put 50% into the liquidity pool. Now 1% of 935,000 is it's about £9,000. Well, it'll be £9,350. So basically, if you're looking to hold anywhere over 10k in this project any one time, you can start expecting to be taxed more than everybody else who has smaller wallets. So it's just something to keep in mind for people who were maybe looking to put huge amounts of money into this one. That you are going to get extra taxes. Obviously, for anyone putting in like a few $100 or $1,000, it's going to be okay. But if you are someone who was looking to put a huge amount into this, just remember about that. I mean, the only thing I can think really is if you are somebody who wants to put a large amount of money in, then just break up between wallets. So maybe put 5,000 in one wallet, 5,000 in another, 5,000 in another, and so on. And just break it up, because I think £5,000, then you should be safe really. You should be able to avoid getting these huge taxes. And so yeah, so I think that's about it in terms of the information they gave us about the public sale today. Again, I just invite you to get onto their Discord. I'll put all the links in the description below. From there you can check the different channels. They've got like a pre-sale channel where they explain most of the stuff I've just explained to you, and even more so a few kind of tutorials on how to move money over to Matic, how to use the different dexes, and how to get gas money and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, so just wanted to do a video for the pre-sale today. and good luck to any of you guys that are going to participate. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.